Maybe.
Maybe, baby. You're not on YouTube yet.
Maybe. There we are. We are live. We are live. We are live. Let's go back here. Hi, Margie. Jello again. Hey, Glennis. Hey, Laura. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Laura.
My YouTube is
Laura,
there we go. Here it is. Here it is. Hello, ladies.
Hi, Gigi. Let's see who else is here. Convinced yet, Sylvia, you want the buttons some of the paper you're using so it matches. Sylvia, paper are good for when you need a flat. Maybe you need something just a little more flat for a project. Yeah, sometimes you want flat ephemera, but you don't want like just stickers stuck down to it. Hey, KK.
Hey,
hi, Sandra. So glad you're here. So glad everybody's here. Okay, so I've got YouTube up now. Let me get rid of the remote control. Wow, what a hectic day it has been. We are going to make these paper buttons today, and there are multiple ways to make them. Who is going to make along with us today? Let's start there.
Christy's making folios today, but she's going to listen.
Here are some of the, let me do this for a minute here. See.
Hey, KK. Hello,
Okay, so here are some of the buttons that I have done. Some of them I've put glossy accents on. Some of them I have not. That one doesn't have holes yet. This one's a braille paper, distressed braille paper.
That's
quite
cool.
large. That's a velvet one. That's a velvet one that I did put a coating on to protect it. Wanted to see what difference it would make. They're just falling off my hands and rolling everywhere. I like that one. That's a piece of that that tissue paper that we all liked. There's another velvet one. I did put a coating on that one, and you can't hardly tell, but it would definitely be protective. So
there's a little bit of a delay.
There's gonna be a delay to YouTube. As long as we're clear, not all blurry, and not freezing and jumping all over the place. I do expect it.
Yesterday, clear as dirt, kind of.
What?
Clear as dirt. Isn't that what you said yesterday?
Clear as mud.
Oh, clear as mud. Yeah,
yep,
there we go.
Clear as mud. Clear as mud. Okay, so I'm grabbing some. Man, guys, yeah, this. I almost didn't make that pre-show with Debbie. I had the cable tech out here today, and he was supposed to be here between 10 and 12. He got here at 12. And then we had to check every single coax outlet in the house to see where we were going to get the best speed, because trying to take care of the blur and the freezing and jumping and make things better for us. And I think we're on the way to doing that. We got that all connected. And I ordered one more part from Amazon that'll be here tonight. Hi, honey. How are you? Welcome back. You got my text? So here's some little ones, and I did coat these in glossy accents. They don't have to be. They can be. Scraps are great. I had these scraps of black and white. Thought they'd make cool little buttons. This is a piece of vellum over a book page. So literally scraps of anything. And I really like the book page and the music page ones. Okay, this is a piece of cardstock that was vintage ads. And I just punched out these two little people heads and put them on that one.
Hi, Dawn.
I like this one that kind of looks like wood, like a fence or something. Hey, Dawn. Good to see you. Hi, Christy. I don't know if I said hi to you before, but hello. Oh, see, here's part of the vintage ads as well. So there's all different kinds there, and you can do them a number of different ways. So let me tell you what I did, what I tried, and what I found, and then you can do them any way you want, but I'll show you what I found to be the very easiest for me. And these, I think these are all done, but they don't have holes yet or glossy accents. Okay. So I tried different things. I tried taking paper and punching out a whole bunch of holes. And then I would pick up all the little holes. I'd put a little glue on it, little circles, not holes. Mingo. And then I'd put another one on it. And then I would put some glue on that one. And then I would put another one on it. Put some glue on that one, put another one on it, depending on how thick you want it, depending on how thick the paper is. Even book page I found was different from book to book. And I typically somewhere between 6 and 8 seem to be a good thickness to keep them, as Margie said, keep it nice and thin. So it's a flat embellishment. So it doesn't add much bulk, but it still looks like a button. It's not like one single piece of paper. So you can go a little thicker if you want. And it depends too if you put cardstock as the top layer. So this one was a bunch of book pages put together. And then I put this piece of cardstock that looked like wood on both sides. This one has glossy accents on it. This side does not. So I could choose how to use that one. So I first did that. Well, that is really laborious. I mean, I had hundreds of little circles all over there and just trying to stack them up one by one by one and glue every single one. Wow. Takes a lot of time and it's a real pain in the hands. Pain in the behind. That was, yeah, a pain to do. So then I glued some pages together. So then I went to a book and I just glued. I could just start on this one. I left them in the book because that helps them fit exactly where they're, you know, together, not off-centered or something. And just started gluing. And I think I'll probably do that now. Glue one. And then after those two are together, I'd pick it up, glue the next one, rub it down, pick it up, glue the next one. And then I would get 6 to 8, depending on the book of that one. And depending on if I was going to add a piece of cardstock as the final or if it was going to be book page. A 6 to 8 if it was going to be book page. I might even just go 4 or 5 if I was going to add a piece of cardstock on top of it to be the color. Okay, and so that once I had those all glued together, then I could take the punch and just go through and punch out the holes. Okay.
It'll take that many?
It will. All of mine did.
Wow.
All of mine. I didn't put the cardstock on top of them. I just did the book pages, and then I would punch the cardstock separately and then just glue the cardstock onto my little stack. Okay. But then I had to put holes in them. So I took them and set them here, and I took an awl and I put an awl through it. Actually, I got some buttons that were the same sizes. I put the button on top of it and put the awl through the hole of the button. And so I kind of got them centered in the same place they were on the real button. Okay, great, but that's kind of a pain. And then I wanted to punch. So then I could take my Crop-A-Dile and put it in there and punch, you know, where I started that awl, where I started the little hole there. Okay, that's great. That works. Another thing that I tried was after I got them all together, I tried going through and punching the holes first. So say I had all of these glued together, I would go through and I would punch 1, 2 holes close by, and then go over here and punch 2 more and just do a whole bunch of these. And then I could go back. Use this one. I could go back with my hole punch and just put it over the holes. If I center the holes, well, look, I didn't do a very good job of centering that because it's too close to the edge. So you learn that really quickly. This one would work. And then I can punch this out and my holes are already there and they're already centered and I punched them all at the same time and it was a whole lot easier. Okay. So I found that the easiest way was gluing all the pages together and to get the most out of the page, not doing the holes ahead of time. If you have a Crop-A-Dile, assuming that you have a Crop-A-Dile or similar type punch, because let me show you. Here's another punch. The punch is a small hole. And so I was using this on some of the little tiny ones, but taking this and putting it in here and trying to get it, it's in there and I can't feel it on either side. I have absolutely no control over it. So there's no way to get it centered and right. And that just took forever. So Crop-A-Dile was the best. And because it's just a small thing, it's easy to control. And I still have enough hold on this that I can hang on to it and punch it. So gluing the pages together, punching out the holes, and then putting the cardstock or whatever you want on top, if you're going to add something in addition, do that completely. If you're going to do what is this? Glossy accents. If you're going to do glossy accents, I did this both ways as well. And I found that it was easier. I thought there was one here. It was easier to put the glossy accents on and have the button be complete, including glossy accents. I haven't done any of these. I may or may not do them. And then punch the hole. And the reason for that is that if I put the glossy accents in, if I punch the hole first, put the glossy accents on, some glossy accents is going into that hole. It just is. So I have to come back either with an awl or with my Crop-A-Dile again and punch the hole and just hope I get it in the exact same spot just to clean out the glossy accents. So I've just created a whole nother step for myself.
Get one of those pieces of styrofoam from the dollar store, and when you go to put your glossy accents on, stick toothpicks in the
you could do that. You could do that. I just found that the glossy accents was absolutely no resistance, no problem for the Crop-A-Dile. So by putting it on first, it's self-leveling. It's self-leveled better over the top of the button than with the holes that create, some sort of downward motion on the edges. So I had a, perfect layer. There's one right there. Okay. So that one's has glossy accents on it, and it's perfectly leveled. And then just to come back in after the fact and choose where to put my two holes. It's the Crop-A-Dile has no problem with the glossy accents. It doesn't add any resistance at all. It's not like adding another layer. It's like going through butter. So, but if if you've already done that, if you've already punched the holes, then that's a really great idea. Styrofoam, stick toothpicks in those holes, glossy accents around it. Good idea. So I've got a bunch here that I'd started putting together. Some of them are glossied, some of them aren't, and I haven't punched holes in them yet. They are already 4 holes. So when it came to, I was using this small book page. This is an Anne of Green Gables because it had a nice yellowed effect, and I liked the color of it. But I really wanted some music ones. And music pages typically are larger. And so I was going through here and punching out all the holes and gluing and stacking, just like I said. So I found that nothing slides on silicone. Did you ever notice that? It's hard to get this out of the way. I'm going to move all these up here. I found a trick to the magazine or the music page, or a magazine page, or a large book page, an encyclopedia page, large Bible, anything that gives you a large page. Fold the page for this one, because this is probably like 8.5 by 11, but even a tiny bit larger. Yeah, this is like probably 9 by 12. That is 12, and that is 8 3/4 by 12 is kind of what this is. So I found that if I folded it in thirds, and then I folded that in half again. Okay, let me go back and do that slower. Okay, I like about 6 layers. So if I fold this in thirds, I have 1, 2, 3 layers. If I then fold that in half, I'm doubling my layers. So now it is 6 layers, right? And then I only have to punch it out once, and I've got all 6 layers. So I fold it first so that I know it goes right, because I don't always do it exactly right. Sometimes I have to come back in here and go, whoops, that should have been farther back here or farther up here, whatever it is. Then I will come back in here and glue this down. And all I do, I refilled this glue and my Barely Art at the same time. So they are both very full and very runny. Okay, put that down, come back in. I'm going to go along the edge at squeezing right out. I can see that. It's coming out very fast. A little more there. Okay.
Do you have to let the glue dry before you punch the hole?
Well, barely art glitter glue dries really fast.
Okay.
The Stamperia dries really fast. So if you've got if you're using collage gel, I would let it dry because you're just going to gum up your punch and then you have to stop and take time to clean it. But if it's a fast drying glue, it's gonna dry. I'll do this and I'll leave it sitting here for 30 seconds while I do another one. And it'll be dry and ready to go. Okay, so there we go. I have 6 layers right here out of 1 sheet. So I'm going to give that 30 seconds to dry. I don't want to gum up my punches. And then I just put, oh, here they are. Here's an example of cutting them. I still have a couple more down here that I could cut out, and they'll just be, I tried some media on there. I don't remember what it was, but they will just be this solid because there's no music down there. And I did some different sizes trying out. I might be able to get a 1/2 inch hole out of a couple of these spots in the middle here. So that's what I end up with that. Now I'm keeping these because this is 6 pages thick. This is going to be great to lay down in my splat box over a piece of paper when I'm spraying and end up with all those circles on the paper, or half on one, half on another, or, you know, going off the edge, or on your gel plate. Or you could make a design out of them, you know, put it on the gel plate, run some paint over it, pick it up, and then you've got all those circles to pick up. So it's a great mark making tool, and it's paper, so it's going to not last forever. It'll be destroyed after a little bit and throw it away because it's really just your scrap left over. I can feel it's still wet because I'm going to do one with a different glue because that glue,
Mark said dyes, it'll make that. Gigi says she always puts glossy accents on first before she punches the hole. Laura said, yes, let stuff dry. Let stuff dry.
Yes, let it dry. If you're using a fast drying glue, it doesn't take very long, but definitely let it dry before you start punching it. I didn't hear what you said. Gigi said she did.
She said she always puts the glossy accents on first before punching the holes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some of you got this pack of punches from the sale. We've had these a couple of times during the sale. And if you did, then you can use these. I think this is a 1/2 inch. I'm not positive, but I would go in first. Let's first see if there's enough room there for a circle. Whoop, there is. Okay, so I need to go in and hope I've centered it because how much room for a circle? It just barely fit. And cut. That's through 6 layers plus glue. So I cut the 4 holes. And then
says you can stamp on the solid parts.
Yes, absolutely. So there's my 6 layers all ready to go. Now, because that's already punched, I'll just do glossy accents on that, or come over here and do glossy accents just on this little area before you punch. But let's see. I don't think I can get that big. Nope. Yeah, these are awesome just stamping on. You can stamp with some of your archival inks. I like the Orange Blossom. It stamps in rust. You can stamp on with your archival inks and then come back and put the glossy accents over it if you want. And then, let's see. Oh, I'm going to have to go grab that. I'll do that while we're doing some of these.
Said la 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 la. And Laura said, great idea, Mom. By the time you finish a full song of Doe a Deer, it'll be dry.
Yeah, this one's taking longer because that our glitter glue came flowing out really fast because I just filled it. I should have known better, but I'm gonna grab another one here because I really like these music ones. They look really cool. I grabbed 2. Yay. So first thing I do is look at it and decide what I want to see on the outside. I like this side a whole lot more. There's a lot more notes on it. So I want to see this side on my button. So I'm going to fold it in thirds. And I, hardly ever get it right the first time. So doesn't matter. The fold is not going to show. It's on the inside. Well, what do you know? I got it right the first time. Ha! Okay. So then decide, do I want this on the outside or do I want this on the outside? I like this, so I'll just fold it in half. And now I have 6 layers ready to go. So now I'll go back and glue it. I'm going to use a different glue this time. Maybe it'll dry a little faster. And when you cut them out, if you end up with a circle that's got, you know, a little bit coming up, just stick the nozzle in there and put a little glue in it, because, you know, you could actually take a brush or a silicone spatula and put collage gel all the way down, or the glue. You could, you know, use it to spread the glue out so that everything is covered. I'm not really worrying about that. I do know that down the middle is, you know, is mostly where I'm cutting. So when I come to this last one, I will make sure, because this is holding kind of the 2 halves together, that this one has sufficient. It still doesn't take that much. And every now and then there's a little piece that's coming up, and I'll just see there's nothing on this one. But if there is, I'll just stick the nozzle in there and add a little glue to it. Okay, so this will be dry very fast. Probably faster than this one.
Margie said fate will oppose your expectations by saying it wouldn't. It did.
I love that. It's going to do the opposite. It's opposite day. I'll take opposite day on those kinds of things all the time. Okay, so maybe you're doing a whole bunch out of book paper and you have some scraps. Maybe you like the flowers, or I'm going to pull out my scrap bin, or you want some polka dot ones. And if you're going to be cutting out of the book page with a certain size, then you just come to your cardstock here and cut out a bunch of the same size, so that when you get your buttons cut out and there's 6 pages stuck together, all you have to do is glue the one little piece of cardstock onto it, and you've got your designer button. But hang on, I'm going to walk across the room and grab something that I thought I had right here and I don't. All right, let's see here. All right. Oops, not that one. Okay.
Is that what you think?
No,
Nope, that's fine.
that's Candy's.
That's Bella the Barker.
Bella the Barker. She's a carnival barker. Okay, so where is which twisty? Well, she must send something out there.
Or she's barking at the cats, or she's
Yeah.
Sandy, or whatever. I don't know, she's been in a mood lately.
Something's irritating her. She's just telling everybody. Okay. Oops, did I just bump my camera? Is it okay? I think I might have, but is it okay?
Uh-huh.
All right. Oops, I just dropped my needle. Oh, goodness. Try to pick up a needle off of a piece of paper. Not working very well. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to put some thread in some of these, and you can put any color you want, do them any way you want. I found that I like black in pretty much everything, so I'm going to use embroidery floss. I have used thread before, and I have to go either double or triple up the thread, or go in it a whole bunch of times. And depending, like on the little larger buttons, I'm going to leave them like this. On the smaller buttons, I may split this in half. I think this, pretty sure this is a 6 strand. So if I split it in half, 3 strands should be sufficiently thick for a small button, but this is a medium size, so it can handle this thicker, little thicker strand. And you can also, for the small ones, if I pull it in half and it's 3, then it probably wouldn't matter. But if you needed to, you could thread it through a large eye needle. Okay, so now I need somebody to hold the button down, put your finger on it. So you can do a couple of different ways. You can just tie a knot, tie another knot. If you feel the need, you might tie a 3rd knot just to be safe. And then you could cut it off down here, or you could, let's see if I left enough. Let's see if I left enough thread to do it. Tie a little bow. It's hard to get your fingers in there, so you have to leave enough thread. Come on, there we go. Okay. There we go. And then you can pull these out so that you can tighten it again, so you don't have, 2-inch loops. You get whatever size you want. There we go. Still a little bit large loops. I would like them to be smaller. But I also want it to be tight. And you could put a drop of glue on those to hold your bow in place. So you can just tie it or make a little bow, either way. Or you can wait till you go to use them. See, I like to have thread already in the buttons. If I'm getting old buttons, I want the ones that already have thread in them, because then I can just glue them down. I don't have to worry about sewing them, but I like the thread in them because it looks like they're sewn on to your page. So this black and white one would probably be pretty with a big bow, but sounds like Candy's making buttons a la Cricket.
I'm done with that. I muted while I all them out.
Can you hear that?
But is that just the printer then that I heard?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay. No, that's okay. It wasn't loud. That's why I was kind of surprised how, all right, this is not going in. And you know why? Because I glossy accented after I made the holes, and glossy accents is in my way, and it won't let me push the floss through. So that's kind of a pain. So that's a really good reason to punch the holes after you do glossy accents, if that's what you're going to do. You could also do a gloss medium of any kind. You could do the Nouveau. In fact, I'm going to do an experiment and then record it doing, let's see, where did they go? I've got this paper glaze, Aleene's paper glaze, and glossy accents, and Nouveau crystal glaze.
Glenna said, I've only done it on real buttons, but you can use strips of paper. Very realistic. Laura said, I would not outsource my crafting to a bug.
What?
For the Cricket.
Oh, sorry, Laura. I was a little slow on the uptake there. That was good. Outsource your crafting to a bug. That's why I have a silhouette. Not really, but that's funny. So yeah, I'm going to do a video and I'm going to test all these 3 doing the exact same things with them and see what the difference is, how they act different, how they dry different. how they look different after the fact. I think this one will be cute with a bow. Mostly I don't do many bows. Mostly I just tie a little knot just because the bow is so fiddly and it takes so much time. But I just think this one will be cute with a bow. But you know what? I'm not going to bother with it right now. I don't have time to bother with it right now. Okay, so yeah, I can feel that this one's dry. So let's go in here and...
Sylvia says she likes Judkins micro glaze.
Oh, you know what? I think I might have some Judkins too. If I do, I'll pull it out and do it with these.
Dawn says she has an old punch that has 3 different sizes of buttons. Haven't used it much, but now I'm happy to have it.
Nice. Yeah. Very cool. Oh, I'm glad you have it too. You can do large ones too. This one of these is what I have a 1/2 inch, a 3/4 inch, a 1 inch, an 1 3/4 inches, and over here I even have an 1.5 inches. This is the 1.5 inches. I have an 1 3/4 inches over there. So I did all the sizes. So do any size you want, because you know I never know what project I'm working on. Is it going to go on a tag? Is it going to go on a pocket? Is it going to go some? You know, I just don't know what size I'll need. So I want all of them. I want all sizes ready and available. So
I want it all.
I want it all. Yeah, I'm not hard to please. I just want it all, right?
Right.
Okay, so I think because I happen to have this stamp right here, and I happen to have, because I started leaving it at my desk. No, not that one. I want the little rusty one, the little orange blossom. I started leaving it at my desk. I have 2 of these of the mini size, which is interesting. I think, let's see. So these are small ends. What I want to look at what area here might stamp onto the small end and give enough, you know, enough design that it isn't just a big old mess. That right there would go the whole thing. Okay. So I'm just going to ink up that little corner. You can stamp right over the book page too, or the music page. It doesn't have to be just a, you know, an end.
Margie said she would clear emboss instead of glossy accents. I would just hold the button from blowing away by putting a pokey tool through a hole to keep it on the surface while heating.
That's a great idea. That's a great idea. Clear. There we go. So you could do this over the whole thing. It doesn't have to just be on the open end. That actually would be kind of cool over the whole, have a whole series of buttons like those, use multiples of them in a, we do a Sir Vagabond, this Vagabond stamps. It's got a lot of stuff on it and then a whole bunch of buttons and use them throughout a junk journal with Sir Vagabond. Okay, so let's take that and we'll take this 1 inch and let's see how many 1 inch hole or circles we can get here. I go right up to the edge. I mean, right up to the edge. It's going to punch it, but I want to be able to use every bit of paper I can. So and if your paper isn't as wide as this when you fold it, you might not. I'm going back and forth because it's not wide enough to get 2 side by side, but it's wider than just one. If it was a little thinner, so it was a smaller page and I folded it down, it was a little thinner, I might be able to just get 1 row all the way up. Of course, if I do larger buttons, I might not get as many. Yeah, that's, will that go on? Ooh, just barely. That was best use of all that paper. Let's see. So yeah, this larger one barely fits on. So if I do that all the way up, I will get absolutely the most out of that sheet that I could possibly. So here's an example of, I take it out and maybe some of this paper is lifting up just a bit because it didn't have glue right there.
Bye,
No
Laura.
big deal. Bye, Laura. I'll just take there, like that one. I just take any one of the glues. I'm going to take the one that's not going to go flying out so fast and put a little bit under there. Push it together. A little bit in there. And if I push it and glue comes out, it doesn't really bother me because it's now on my finger. I just run my fingers all the way around the outside, and that little bit of glue tends to seal in the edge, the perimeter. So even if there was some open spot there, if it's sealing in the edge, then it's totally glued together. So, hi, Linda.
Linda said some buttons are not round. Many buttons are different shapes.
That's true. You could do buttons of different shapes. That's a very good point. Let me see what I have. I've got a ton of round buttons now. Maybe I want some square buttons. I don't know if I have enough square. Small.
That's where the cricket would come in.
Yeah, but will it cut through 6 layers that I've got all there?
No, but you just cut junk mail and then cut the circles already out. That's what I did. Then I need 3 layers of junk mail and then a piece of paper on top to decorate it.
I don't have any little squares, I don't think. What is this? I've really tried to pare down my punches. I do. Boy, this is tiny.
I do.
Yes, I do have a tiny. Oh my gosh. That is a very tiny square. Let's see how big. Will this even go in there? And how big of a button will we get? Woo, it punched it. Oh, look at that teeny tiny button. That is teeny tiny. So if I was going to use that as a button, and it's coming apart. So I do need to glue it back together because it is so small that it could have totally missed any of the glue spots. Okay. Well, maybe I have just slightly. I've got some that are too big for buttons. You know, they're just obviously not. Oh, there we go. I found one. Yeah, I can't imagine that I wouldn't have a square punch, right? Here's a 3/4 inch square punch. That should work. Let's try that.
Little heart buttons would be cute too.
That is cute. That is cool. A little heart would be adorable. There we go. That's a good size square. I like the idea of the hearts. And if let's see. I could I did it at an angle, and so I could put that as a diamond shape. Okay. Let me see what hearts are right here.
Linda said she has tiny hearts and it could be a dangle. Margie said no holes, just tie a knot in the string and glue to the top to look like it's through the holes.
That's true. That's a good point, Margie. I often use this tiny little heart here, and I'll just punch out a little cardstock heart, 2 of them actually, and then put the string in between them and glue them together on the inside of a journal of a signature. So, you know, where it's sewn together. Is that too big for a button? It's kind of big. It's kind of big. I don't know. We'll find out. I guess it all depends on where you use it, huh? this one, pretty small, but it's a perfect size for the end of those dangles on the inside of signatures. But I don't need all these layers for that. I just do 2 little pieces of cardstock. These little ones go flying off and when you punch them. Okay. So I heard Tammy invited a bunch of people into the group.
Yay.
That's awesome. That's awesome. She must already be looking towards that folio. Get a jump on it. If you guys missed it right before this live, Debbie and I went live for just a couple minutes. Debbie showed you a gorgeous folio. It's still in YouTube, so you can watch it. I think it's less than 15 minutes. And she showed a gorgeous folio that she has made and really pretty out of Stamperia Passions paper. And she has issued a challenge to the group for the month of June. And the prize is going to be the folio that she made, which is amazing. And the challenge is for anybody who invites 12 people into the group, and they would need to join the Facebook group and come join YouTube. And it's easier if you invite them from the group, because then once they come in, it tells me exactly who invited them. So that's really easy to track. If you didn't invite them from the group and they just came on their own, then you're going to have to tell me that you're the one that invited them in. And I get an email on the subscriptions of YouTube, so easy to, I don't usually pay a whole lot of attention and hang on to those, but I will, so that everybody gets credit for those. So invite 12 people. They join the Facebook group and YouTube, and everybody who does that will get in the drawing for the folio that Debbie made. It is so, so pretty. It's the one that's sitting on her desk right now. You can see it right there.
Gorgeous.
And all those, that little pile of ephemera goes with it. So I didn't decorate it a lot. So if whoever wins it wants to,
it's gorgeous, but she didn't totally deck it out so that you can finish yourself if you want to add a whole bunch more decorations. She's even giving you the decorations. So I'm excited about that. And that starts immediately. So anybody who joins from today on, even if you already joined today, even if somebody already joined today, anybody today counts at any time. And I will be, we'll see if Debbie can get a picture. Maybe I can get a screenshot of that right here. If I get a screenshot, you won't have to take a picture. And then screenshots. Here we go. Let me pull it in and just get the folio.
How's that?
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Thank you. And then we can go ahead and push the ephemera over closer to in a pile closer to the book, if you can. Then I'll put a post up that, nope, to the side. Sorry, to the side was better. Yeah, right where you had it, just in closer.
Right there?
Yep. Perfect. Okay, so all the ephemera goes with it. Now the book's crooked. Sorry.
How's that? Which way?
Bring, your left hand towards you. Perfect. 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 Whoop, too far. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Got it. Okay, let me get the ephemera in here. Oh, it went a little blurry, so let's give it a chance to try to settle down a bit. Come on.
Cute.
It's usually mine that's blurry. Now it's yours.
What's that little black speck? It's probably something that's on the mat.
Oh, I couldn't. They're teasing you.
Oh. Oh.
I think because I couldn't see it. Okay, now it's back to where it was. So pull your left hand side back. Yeah, perfect. Nope, a little farther back. Okay. I'm just waiting for it to clear up. It's still a little blurry. As soon as it clears up, I will take that screenshot.
Margie, I'm only making the one.
Yeah.
I have other projects going. The design team has another challenge, and this one I'm designing my own book. So,
do you want to tell them how many hours it took to make this one?
Somewhere between 25 and 30.
Yeah, it's time consuming. That's why they're so beautiful. So very, very beautiful. Okay, I'm going to screenshot that. Got it. Okay, perfect.
I'm a crafter because I do lines, so I cut lines, straight lines. I'm a straight liner person. Dawn said I brushed it off, so it was real. Whatever.
Oh. Sorry, Dawn. I couldn't see it. I could not see it. So, okay, let's see. I think I'm going to. I wanted to do a couple. I pulled out some sparkly paper here too. You can pull out some glitter paper, and you can cut a glitter paper and put it on the top and have sparkly buttons if you want. This feels like it should be adhesive, but I don't think it is. It's just weird. But I wanted a couple of polka dot and a couple of this, whatever it is, and I thought this one would be pretty. So I can choose where I want to go.
So
there we go.
If you get 24, Margie wants to know if you get 2 chances. If you get
the drawing, yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
So smart.
Yes, thank you for thinking of that.
I was in a panic about making the second book.
Nope, because it's the drawing. And so if you get 24, if you get 36, you get 3 chances in the drawing. For every 12 people you invite, another chance in the drawing. Absolutely. That would be the way to go to, kind of get yourself in there to make sure, oh, that's pretty with that little flower right in the middle. How pretty.
Glenna said, female, slim, long legs, attractive, black bug.
Oh my goodness. Let me get some more of these little. There we go. So I can take some of. Let's see.
Excuse me.
I can take some of these that are solid here too, and use those to put my cardstock over. Although I really do like the solid ones. If you distress the solid color, like book page or music page, because it's not just white, and distress the edge and then glossy accents, it looks really cool. But I can take this.
Margie says she's searching for male, strong, bitey bug. No preference on color.
That's funny. Oh, if I find one, I'll send him your way, Margie. Okay, going all the way around on that. Then I'm going to put some glue on the top. And really, I don't need it right in the center. Just need it all the way around the edge to hold the button together, especially if I'm going to put holes in it.
Oh, they're cute. Look at all Candy's buttons she's got sitting there.
Yeah, thanks to that bug. She's got bug buttons. That's hilarious. All right. So gluing those together. Okay, so Saturday night is Saturday Night Live. Tell us what to do with Candy, Glynis, and Debbie. So tomorrow, Candy will put the list in the group. You can go print that list or look at it online, whatever you want to do. That'll be all the things that you can choose from to tell them what to do with. And that'll be fun. I think we'll probably be driving home about that time. So I will jump on YouTube and harass them with you guys.
Thanks, Gigi. Thumbs up, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you for remembering. Yes.
Gigi said she invited 18 people. Let's see if this works.
Nice. And Gigi was the first one to say, I don't know anybody except this group.
Right?
Yeah. See, Gigi, all you have to do is just hit invite and go in and look at your contacts. 200, 300, 400 contacts. It's easy to find 12 people out of that to invite. I knew you could do it. Let's see. I had another. Here we go. There was a couple other things. Okay, so if you would like to see the actual full-on tutorial about the buttons, as soon as we are done here, there is an 8-minute tutorial that I've recorded that will go live. So it goes live at 4 o'clock Mountain Time, whatever time that is where you are. But we're scheduled 2 to 4 here, and at 4 o'clock it will go live. And you can go in and watch that 8 minutes, and I'll give you the whole rundown on them. And I like the short ones. I like the short and sweet and easy to do. I like watching those kinds, so I'm going to try to make some of those for you. And what else? Oh, it's Thursday. It is the first Thursday of the summer sales.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah. I'm excited. So they are already loaded, ready to go at 4:30 Mountain Time. That's my time. At 4:30, the sale items will start hitting the public Happy Paper People public page, and another item will come out every minute. So there's one scheduled every single minute. So if you go look at the first one, you don't have to sit around and wait for 5, 10, 15 minutes for the next one. But every minute, another one will populate for, I want to say, 16 minutes. So even to see the entire thing, 4:30 to 4:45, you'll be right there on top of it. So if you have not followed and liked the public page, then that link is in the description box. You will want to do that. I have been sorting and organizing and planning things for these sales for the next ones too. And guys, read there's a pinned post at the top of the page, of the public page. Please do read it, because there's a lot of changes. How we're doing this summer. And I'm no longer going to hold on to boxes until they're full. The sale will be every single Thursday. It'll be posted on that page. You just claim it right there, so you can be done in 15 minutes and gone. And then within 24 hours, you will get an invoice from me. That will need to be paid within 24 hours. And then they will be sent out by Tuesday. Everything will be sent out. I know. I'm excited. Everything will be sent out by Tuesday, so you will have it right away by the end of next week. So in 1 week, you'll have everything, and you won't have to wait, and we won't have to wait to fill large packages. So I'll tell you what I am doing, what I'm trying to do to help with the shipping is I'm trying to coordinate, may not always work, but I'm trying my best to coordinate the things that are put in the sale, if that everything will go into a smaller box or a smaller bag together, not like 12 by 12 paper and then a whole bunch of small stuff. When I do 12 by 12 paper, I will put out a bunch of 12 by 12 paper so that if you have to have a box, it can be worth your while for all the things that you're going to get to fit in that box. So trying to think of it in that way. But I have been told a number of times that, I shop other places too. And when I go shop and when I go to check out, then it calculates my shipping and I have to pay it right there. And, I've been told that I really don't need to hold them forever. That they can be shipped in smaller boxes. Shipping will be less because it's each week. And besides that, people like getting their stuff. So, but I hope and I think that the process we have set up to do this will be a whole lot easier on me and my family, and take up less space. There's a lot of space involved when there's 20 to 30 boxes being held. And I just don't have that kind of space. So I think it'll be fun. I think it's funner to get the small box every week.
Funner.
Is that what I said? It'll be funner. Yeah, I think it's often more fun to get that small box every week and have just you saw that week. It's funner. Funner. Oh my goodness! Wow, it's been a long day already. Oh, so I am excited. So as soon as I get this glue off my fingers.
Glenna said have someone walk it to Canada. It'll be quicker.
Yeah, no kidding. You know, they've been doing pretty well getting there within 2 weeks. But this last box, not so much.
I like the funner word too, Margie.
Funnerer.
It just cracked me up that Marianne said it. So.
Because I'm usually very grammatically correct.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I grew up with a dad that, corrected us terribly a lot. Okay, so I want to show you.
Dawn, she said, in the post office can't be trusted not to bust open a big box.
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
Gigi,
Okay.
you know if you saw our message.
I did. I thought I hearted it. Is it possible I hearted it? And then, well, no, that would automatically send. I'll double check. Yes, I did see it, Gigi. And thank you very much for letting me know. Just in case you're confused with the difference between the private group and the public page, let me just show you the difference. This that you see at the top of the group that you're in all the time, that's the private group, and it says private group right there. That's got the blue logo background, and it's got the blue flowers and the lace on the top and the bottom. And that is the one where you put all your posts in. And, oh, look, there's our live just a half an hour before we went live to Facebook and YouTube. So you can see Debbie's flip through of the folio on that. You'll want to look at that. But, yeah, catch up. It's trying. So this is where we put all our posts and we do all our daily stuff. This is where these things are pinned to the top about the handouts for the, making the journal start to finish, and the rack list and the affiliate links and the Patreon and the Etsy shops and all of that are all up here. Okay. So just so you know, the private group is the blue one. Then the public, hit the wrong one. The public page is also blue, but it's very different. And I went ahead and made these flowers down here that bright purple, so that when you see the purple, you're on the public. Purple is public page. Purple flowers, public page.
I thought that was black and white.
It was. That's why I just said I went ahead and made it purple because I think that might help people remember that the purple flowers are public page. And it's this cool topper up here that Candy made. It does say Happy Paper People, but there's more of labels and stamps and things like that behind it. And this one just says, say it again.
The collage background.
Yeah, a collage of those types of things. And this one just says Happy Paper People. And you'll notice when you look in this one that it is not full of all the posts of the things that we're doing and that we're posting. Most of the posts, all of the posts will be from me or Candy, and there's a place that talks about upcoming events, But this is the page that the public can see because everybody agrees that we'd like to keep the group private. But we do need a place for the public to be able to find us. And this is where the sales will be held.
Margie said there's a lot of P in this group.
A lot of people. There is. There's purple public page.
Or PP, HPP.
HPP.
I just got a notification on Facebook. There's 9 new members to welcome.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm going to go in and do a welcome post to them. Everybody comment on it and let's just make them feel welcome. That's amazing. That's awesome. Are they all from Tammy?
I don't
Or is
know.
that, oh, Gigi already invited a whole bunch of people. She might be getting a response there already. That's awesome. I just wish Oz would get with the program. That's cute. So what I want to make sure is that you're all in the group. I know you're all in the group, but have you gone to the public page and liked and followed it? You need to do both. Let's see, where does it have? Well, it won't on mine. It has, but you can like and you can follow. And then on here, it has notifications. On my phone, it has notifications up on the top. When I'm on my computer, then, and those are not setting them for me there because it's admin. On my computer, there's 3 dots over where it says like and follow on the right-hand side. There's three dots or 3 lines. I think it's 3 lines. And when you click on that, it will say follow options. That means the options that are available to you as far as following this group. So you want to click on follow options and go in there and click on, turn on all of the, I think there's 5 different things that you want to be notified of. If you want to be notified whenever there's a post or whenever there's sale items listed or those things, then you need to go in and turn on all those notifications. So make sure that you've followed that page so you'll be able to get there quickly. Make sure you've turned the notifications on. If you have any trouble with that, just ask one of the admin and we'll help you. Because, you know, if that's all new, it's totally okay. I don't know what it is with turtles lately, Debbie, but
Turtles.
Okay.
Turtles. Yes, Sylvia. Well, that's what it says on my. I got a notification that there's 9 newbies. Were you here when we were doing a membership drive, Miss Sylvia?
Sylvia, were you in the live that was right before this one where we just went live for 15 minutes and then popped out of it? I'm going to go in here and take a quick look. And
Glennis, I got it in my Facebook notifications. It said that there was 9 new people.
That probably shows up only for admin and notifications, I would assume. I'm looking for, okay. If you click, if I go to member, woo! There's 10 new members this week.
Yay! Woo woo!
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
Deborah May Jones. I have a feeling that that's from Tammy. Melissa Bennett.
I think that one's from Tammy. I think.
Rebecca Cameron.
She's in Pacific Northwest Scrappers Group. She's here in Washington.
Cool. Okay. Terry Schmidt, also a friend of Tammy's.
Yep.
Cassidy Gonzalez.
Yep. That's a Tammy.
Sharsley Webster. She's in Seattle, so probably from Tammy. Tammy Bankston. Oh my goodness. Linda Miller Taylor. Patricia Jane Polly Beach. That she's a friend of Tammy's. Jody
Nice.
Patrick. Wow.
Yay! Yay, Tammy!
Yay, Tammy.
Way to go, Tammy.
Yeah. And she's working. So she's not, I don't think she's here.
She's doing a little work.
She's working. She might have done that on her lunch hour really fast. Okay. So, and I also can see that there are 70 people that have been invited.
Nice.
So yeah, all the people that you guys have put the invites out to, they are out there. So it doesn't tell me right here. I may be able to see if I go into it, but it doesn't tell me right there who invited them. but I can see that there's been 70 people invited. So yeah, it really doesn't take much if we collaborate our effort. 400 people to get us to 1,000. Wow, it's going to happen fast. It's so exciting. And I'm filling up that box. Those of you who may have forgotten, I have a flat rate box from the post office, and I have been dropping goodies in it and filling it up with crafty goodness. And as soon as we hit 1,000 subs, then everybody that has commented on a video with hashtag 1,000 subs is going to go in a drawing for that box of crafty goodness. So don't forget, even like the one that we did earlier, 15 minutes with Debbie showing the folio, you can go into that one, leave a comment, and add to the comment hashtag 1,000 subs. If the comment is only hashtag 1,000 subs, it doesn't do a whole lot for our algorithm. They want like 5 or 6 words at this point. They change it all the time, but they've said 5 or 6 words. So it shows that it's a real person making a real comment about something, that they really mean. So, doesn't just tell Debbie that folio is gorgeous and that you want to win it. You're inviting a bunch of people.
Toby said, so blue is for Facebook, P is for private, purple. I don't think.
No, let's see. Blue. Wait a minute. They're both in Facebook. But the blue one that you see at the top of the group, that's the private group. And then the P is for purple flowers. The P, purple flowers, is the public page.
And that one just says happy paper people.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Purple flowers.
Backgrounds.
Purple flowers is the public page. Purple public page.
And Margie said she has 7 alternate personalities and wants to know.
There you go. Can you invite all 7? Oh, that's funny. Margie, if you have 7 logins, by all means, you go for it, girl. I'll accept them all in. Wait a minute. Are they all as nice as you? If not, we might want to think about that.
They all have to be like our Margie.
I'm excited. This box is starting to fill up. It's starting to look like a lot of fun. Okay, let's see. Do I have other hearts laying around here? Sure what one that came off of. But, oop, this one's got some hanging out. Well, Debbie, if you talk to Tammy, tell her thank you. We're very excited. And
I'll probably talk to her a bit later tonight.
Okay, tell her watch for the post. I will get up when we get off of this live, I'll get that post up in the group so she can go in there to leave a comment and list the people that she invited that have joined.
I try not to bug her when she's in the middle of work.
Yeah. Candy, what's up with the dogs today?
I'm sure it's a mail. We ordered a baseball tee for the little guy.
Oh, nice. How fun.
Yeah. He's having a ball. He loves squirt guns.
Oh,
Little nerve zippers. They just fit his hand. He carries 2 of them. He's a 2-fister. He'll squirt crap. Yeah, he's hilarious. In fact, he didn't want to go home yesterday. It's the first time he's really cried to stay here.
Oh, yeah. You didn't want to take him home then, huh?
Yeah, he didn't want to go home yesterday.
Don't blame him. Man, the time with you and Pappy.
Poppy, he was Poppy's boy this last 3 days.
Aw, Poppy's baby. Yeah. Last time we were on, it was so cute listening to him and Poppy because he wasn't crying at all. He was having a ball, and it was really cute listening to him out there. Through the door, even.
Yeah, he was having a good old time.
That was funny. Tommy said, thanks for clarifying. And then she said the set of 2 round hole punches that she bought from you. They're just too dang small to keep going, but I've got like 100 already.
That's funny. Oh, Toby, is that the button punch? The one with the holes and the little button, like this one? I think you got that set, if I remember right. But hey, that's enough to stop and work them now. Either distress them. You know, when you just distress these and then put some black thread on them, they look really cool. They don't all need to be covered with glossy accents. I'm not going to cover all mine. That natural look is kind of cool. And you could also leave some not distressed, and depending where you're going to use them, you might want to distress them in blue or pink or orange or rust, you know, whatever. Might not want them all to be vintage photo. Okay. I think we've stayed pretty clear, haven't we?
Yeah. A couple times there's been a little bit of an echo, but clearer today.
Okay. And I got one more thing that I'm going to do before the next time we have a live, and I think we're going to be good to go. That might even help with our delay, not positive, but it might help with the delay, but it will definitely help with any buffering or jumping. So we've been good. We've been good. Just had to do a little troubleshooting, and that often takes a couple weeks to go through everything from top to bottom, troubleshoot it all. Okay, I think I want to get some black string into more of these because then they're ready to go for me, ready to use. What are you laughing about, Massimo?
Yeah.
He is a cutie.
Toby said when she glues them all together, like 6 and a bunch, then that'll cut it down extremely.
Yeah, I was gonna say all of a sudden you don't have nearly so many circle punches, do you?
Usually he entertains himself, but I've got a little something on the end of a string here, so he's chasing.
Aww.
Guess who will sleep well tonight?
Yeah, really. Got a little bit exercise.
Yep.
Yeah, we bought a bunch of cat trees to try to keep the cats entertained.
Oh, cool. Is that why we're not hearing her at the door?
No, she does not play with those. That's
Oh.
that.
Oh, great.
Mom.
Yes.
Beneath her.
Oh, that's hilarious.
And-
You get him mostly for her to keep her out of your way, and she's
She was declawed, so her her front claws were declawed a long time ago.
right.
So we don't have to worry about her scratching the furniture,
Right.
unless she vaults off of it because she still has her back claws.
Yeah.
And then the kitten and the other female that we adopted here recently, they have claws, so we got them for them.
Another one, a new one that I don't know about.
No, the kitten, the orange one that my son brought home from
Circle
in October. Yeah, it's past October. So
CK.
yeah, CK.
CK.
So we got CK and CC are the two new ones.
Who's the one that says mom all the time?
That's KK. That's the older.
Oh,
that's
okay.
the oldest one.
I can't remember all these. I'll have
That's
to
a
remember.
female, right?
Yeah, they're all females except for CK, the newest one.
The newest one. Okay.
Yeah.
I remember all their names. I just can't ever remember which one's male and female. So they're all female except the orange one, the new one. CK.
Yeah.
Okay. CK who came home with your son, therefore it's a boy. That's how.
Yeah, we did have one called Brutus, and
it's a great name for a cat.
oh, he was. Well, we call him Biscuit Head for the most. He had a big old freaking head, but my son brought him. He called him Brutus. We were going to call him like Biscuit Head or something. But he was a Russian blue.
Wow, pretty.
He had that real thick gray fur.
Right?
Oh, it was
Pretty.
We had him for a long time. We had to put him down a couple of years ago, though. So.
Oh man, that's tough.
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah. Hey, I cried when I had to put certain chickens down.
Oh yeah. I put Bunny down, and I cried for that. Oh, I didn't put him down. We found him dead.
My little friends, my little buddies.
Yeah.
Ones are so pet-like.
So there are now explicit instructions for me and my cat when we are home. So we are going to be cremated. And my friends.
We've cremated our last two.
Me and Massimo.
Uh-huh.
And drop us in people's plants at the nurseries.
Oh, cool. Yeah. That's fun. So that you can fertilize.
When I'm old.
So that you can fertilize people's plants.
Yep.
Because you love the plants at that nursery.
Yeah.
Margie, they are. I swear he understands what I say when I talk to him.
Yeah.
They do.
Never mind, he's a little Pavlovian, but you know.
Yeah. They understand. I think they understand a lot more than they're given credit for. All animals.
Except when I say don't bite. He ignores that one.
He pretends like he doesn't understand.
He knows what you want. He just is not going to.
Yep. Then he just pretends like he doesn't know what you're talking about. Yep.
He plays a little too hard sometimes.
We've had our last couple cremated, so.
I will Massimo.
Yeah.
I haven't any other cat, but this cat, he's just been my all that.
Yeah. We have Doug's dog from when he was a child in a box up on a shelf.
I told my daughter to cremate me and then put the ashes in the litter box and I could be useful. She has no sense of humor.
That's funny. Yeah, I could. That's funny, Margie. That is so funny.
That's hilarious. I got mad. That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, come on. This one's full. See, all these that I glazed before, cutting the holes, punching the hole. They all have glossy accents that drips into the hole and is a problem. So, yeah, glossy them first if you're going to. And then punch the holes. What was that?
My phone.
Oh.
I have it on silent.
Yeah. The vibration.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hungry. Debbie, will you cook me some lunch or some dinner or something? Oh, I wish I was closer.
I'm eating a piece of licorice right now, so much for my no sugar thing today.
Tell me it's black licorice so I can be grossed out and I won't want any.
It's red.
Oh, yuck. I like red licorice and I like chocolate licorice.
It's okay. It's just sitting here, so.
Yeah.
And
there's no fat in it, just sugar.
Sugar.
Yeah.
I have Sanders small batch Wonders dark chocolate sea salt caramel sitting.
I love those. Costco.
Mm-hmm.
I love those.
Because me and chocolate.
Oh man. Oh, they're for me?
I did. Well, it's Bonnie and Sandy when they're here.
They like them too?
Mm-hmm. They do. So I discovered a hole in the siding on my house. And so Bonnie's son came and looked at it. He got up on the ladder because I don't want to climb on the ladders anymore. And Margie said her groceries came earlier and she had Checkers, cheese and crackers.
Oh, wow.
So the hole was caused by a woodpecker.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, I made him a batch of brownies. And because I really don't care for chocolate, but these brownies are pretty good.
Oh, no. If they're good enough that you will eat them, I want the recipe.
Let's see. Sylvia says choices here: grilled chicken or Italian sausage and pasta. Italian sausage and pasta today, I think.
Grilled chicken and pasta.
So I'm
I would take grilled chicken and pasta.
I want sausage and
So
pasta.
I do love spicy Italian sausage.
I got the recipe from Tammy for the, and she's a baker. She's a
Really?
baker. Yeah.
She's the baker, you're the cook.
Mm-hmm. Margie said she'd have the chicken. I'm sick of chicken. I've been eating a lot of chicken lately.
I like chicken because Ronnie cooks it outside on the grill.
Yeah,
Yum.
chicken. I like chicken.
Well, I don't have to cook.
Chicken, chicken, Chinese chicken. Did salmon on the griddle the other day. I do love salmon on the griddle.
Oh man.
Hmm.
So this is Copper River salmon season for us.
Oh yeah.
Now it comes in from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Last year it was an ungodly amount. This year it is $1,000 a fish. The Copper River salmon.
What?
Yep.
Wow. That is some darn special fish. Darn special salmon.
I can tell the difference in the taste.
Yeah?
It's definitely a different color.
Yeah.
It's a little bit redder. It's a little bit sweeter.
Interesting. That's wild. That's not farm raised.
No, I don't eat farm fish.
Yeah.
But
I don't think so.
that's why I don't get salmon out of the store, because usually it's farmed. So the farm are
Costco has both. Our Costco always has both. They have a farm and they have a wild Atlantic caught.
we don't
A
have.
wild Pacific caught.
I'm trying to think. I looked yesterday. I don't think they had wild yesterday. They just had the farmed.
Did I say wild farmed?
Yeah,
Yeah.
wild farmed.
They always have two. They're in two different bins, and one is wild and one is farmed.
So they do have what's called a wild farm, and there's a farm in Canada that does that.
Okay.
And so it's in salt water in the ocean,
Uh-huh.
but
But
it's
controlled.
the difference between farmed and wild caught is what they're fed.
Okay.
So, Margie says she doesn't cook, so the only meat she gets is in frozen dinners. Feel sorry for me yet? Who's going to come? Sylvia said if she had a passport and a heartbeat, she'd go to her.
She'd go where?
She'd go and cook for her. You don't need a passport to
You
go see
need a
Margie.
passport to get to Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Wisconsin.
Toby's having Candy's helping her. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Gigi, yes, Gigi, I saw that YouTube's eating your messages. Did you want me to?
Oh shoot, again? Wow.
I'm not seeing your messages. I saw the one that you said YouTube's eating your messages. I saw that one.
I know it's done that before to her, where her messages just don't show up.
That's happening, Gigi.
Yes. We're not ignoring you.
Yeah, and then you just said, "Can anyone see me?" So I see that one.
Yeah, if we don't say anything, it's because it's not coming through. We're not seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not crafting so I can read the messages.
Yep. Oh no.
Toby says she tested positive for COVID too. I hope she's feeling okay.
Oh, Toby, I hope you're feeling okay. Toby's tested positive for COVID.
Oh, God.
So I know some people recently who've been vaccinated and tested positive for COVID and not felt sick at all, which is very interesting. And others who got it, but it's been very, very light because they were vaccinated. But either way, I hope that you don't get sick, Toby, or very sick. Hope it's light and passes quickly for you. Not pleasant either way. But yeah, numbers are going up. I'm being quite cautious. I'm not going to go 3 years and not get COVID and then, not be cautious and get it at the very end. I've worked really hard to not get it all along. And that just because, I know I'm immunocompromised. And
yeah, I told you I have a renewed respect for COVID as quick as this cold came on. I mean, like, boom. It was here. I was around my dad one day. Boom, he got it.
Yeah.
And it came on quick. I had no symptoms. I tested twice for COVID and there was nothing, just an everyday cold. Now I have infections in both my eyes from it. In fact, I'm waiting for the pharmacy to call.
Is it an eye drop that she gave you or an antibiotic?
Eye drop that's an antibiotic.
Eye drop antibiotic.
Yeah. So she says that the Fred Meyer often doesn't have it, so it may be a day or two before I get it. And I didn't feel really, really bad. I sounded worse.
Yeah, you always said you sounded worse than you felt. Which
I only had one day that was really like jammy day, don't move day.
Right.
Other than that, yeah, neti pots and Mucinex. That was my savior. I know that's gross, but
nope, they work. I mean, you if you have it for a week or two with that, you'd have it for twice as long without doing some of those.
Says they still wear masks everywhere they go. I do too, Gigi, when I'm out in public. If I'm outside, I don't wear my mask. But if I'm out in public, like if I go to the store or then I wear my mask. In fact, I just bought a new box of masks yesterday at
Gigi, how is Joe doing? He fell last time she was at Alive.
Did Toby get figured out on how to invite people?
I sent to her what kind of phone she's using, or she's using the phone. The public page, you don't have the invite because it's public.
No. Yeah, the public page, you can't do that. It's the private group.
Yeah, you can only do it on the private group.
Private group where
there, it's usually colored. It's up at the top
where you put all your posts and.
You're using the Facebook app. It's at the top.
I'm pretty sure Toby's on her phone.
That's what I figured. So she's using the app.
Pretty sure it's a Samsung.
Oops.
At the top, it'll show you. It'll be right under the title. It says, give you the title, Happy Paper People. Then it'll have it says private group, the number of members. Then you have little icons with people that are in there. And then right to the right of it says invite.
Invite.
And it's colored. It says plus invite. And it's a little button.
Well, crap. I'm trying to get to it here so I can show her. Okay.
Hang on.
It's right there. Yeah, mine's pink too. So
there you
go.
Okay,
Toby, are you watching? So here's the Happy Paper People with Marianne. Right. Oops, right here. And then see this right here where all these little circles are, all these little people faces. And right there it says invite. And when you hit invite, it
brings up all your friends.
All these people.
All the people that you're connected with on Facebook.
Does that help?
You can just go down the list and hit invite to anybody that you want to invite into the group.
The newest unnamed one ID is very flu-like. Oh. Sylvia says her 8-year-old grandgirl has not tested positive, but she's been out sick so much due to runny nose, eyes, cough, no fever. Yeah, I didn't have a fever, but this itchy eye thing, and that's what I said. It's an allergy, air conditioning, because I have the air conditioning on at night, and probably the cold. So she put some weird yellow dye in my eyes, and so I couldn't see it in my eyes, but she got it on the outside of my eye, so I looked yellow yesterday. So, Gigi, good. He's doing okay. Still hurts. when he breathes deep. Going to take a bit to heal.
I think he broke a couple ribs, didn't he? Or cracked a couple of ribs.
Sylvia said, I was coffee dying again today, vowing not to have crispy paper. Sat down once, finished. My sleeping dog was dreaming and he barked. And she said she spit out her coffee all over her desk. It's clean now. That's funny, Sylvia. I don't know why I ate that licorice. It didn't taste that good.
Aw.
So I'm not big on pre-prepared food, but I bought those stuffed peppers at Costco.
I gotta try those. It sounds delicious.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Gigi said he broke two ribs when his defibrillator went off and he fell into the corner of the kitchen counter. Oh, ow.
Ow. Yeah.
Sylvia said she found a faster way to coffee dye paper. How's that?
Oh.
I want to know.
Yeah.
Dip and put it on a rack, and I do 2 at a time. I'm slow.
D-Max fan, I think. And I was already there, so I didn't change it. Where's my thing? Yeah. But I got to figure out where to. It keeps defaulting.
Oh,
I gotta figure out where.
I know where it is on the Mac. I just don't know where it is on the phone.
Okay, we got to find it on the phone. Let's see if we can go back to that. There we go. Is Sylvia telling us how to dye paper faster, easier?
Paper.
I'm spitting her coffee all over the paper.
Oh, that's funny. And just mopping it up with paper instead of a towel, paper towels. Sylvia, that was awesome.
That's funny.
It is funny. Oh.
Toby said she's done the vaccination and the booster, but my son's house, my son got it. My daughter-in-law and my 2-year-old granddaughter. Today is the worst day that she's felt. I'm sorry, Toby.
Oh, so sorry, Toby. That's miserable.
And this is another holiday weekend, so
It is. Yeah, it is.
It's going to go up again.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, you guys don't forget to come Saturday Night Live, and it's going to be a fun. Tell us what to do without me.
Yeah, the cat's away, so what time are going to play?
I'm always just a little afraid. Candy. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Yeah, but it's even better. It's Candy, Glynis, and me.
Debbie, I know. Like all 3 of you, I think, yeah, really afraid. Oh, goodness.
You're trouble children.
Yes. And plus the trouble children in the audience telling you what to do. I don't know what kind of havoc is going to be wreaked.
Sylvia said, she said, Toby, I sent you stuff to help you make your book. No spit in it. Margie said, hug to Toby from 6 feet away, of course.
Yeah, really. Social distancing.
Yep. They were talking about the airport this morning. People getting on airplanes. They said find alternative ways of parking your car because the airport parking is full at SeaTac.
Oh,
isn't that crazy crap?
Yeah.
Crazy
I know
stuff.
several people that have gone this whole time and never had COVID, and then they got on a plane to travel somewhere and got COVID.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, sit on the plane, and all the air that's being recirculated is from everybody. And so I'm sitting there for a couple of hours or 10 hours, depending on where you're flying. I'm literally breathing every single person on the plane's germs. And I am really not excited about flying. Glennis, I wish you well going to Austria.
Scaring you.
Glennis, I keep thinking about you going to Austria and thinking, oh my goodness, I hope you don't get sick. I'm sure she'll wear a mask, but you know.
Glennis, take lots of pictures.
Yeah, that'll be so cool. Let's see. Started tossing these over here, but didn't look to get ones underneath that might not. Okay. Where's the glue I left open? Oh, there it is. Okay, so at 4 o'clock, there will be a 8-minute tutorial that goes live on YouTube if you want to watch it to see all the ins and outs and all the things that I tried with the buttons. Or if you just want to watch it and put it on double time just to give Happy Paper people a boost because it gets the watches, and a thumbs up would be really awesome. A thumbs up on everything would be really awesome. Get us listed out there more. I'm going to do more tutorials. So if we get out there where we're getting in people's suggestions more frequently, that will help get some new members.
Sierra, are you in Washington? And yes, I was talking about CTAC.
And the Tell Us What to Do list has been posted in the Facebook group.
Oh, sweet. Is it Sierra or Ciara?
I'm sorry, I'm not sure.
I don't know.
C-R-A.
I was asking her because I wasn't sure. So if you could like write it phonetically for us. Because we just like to make sure we're pronouncing it correctly. We're going to have to do bingo again, while everybody remembers how to do it, because that was our first time doing bingo, and that was a lot of fun. Okay. So now I got a bunch of these that have some black thread in them, and I can cut it short when I go to use them.
Most welcome, Toby. She said thank you, everybody.
Oh, yeah, of course. I've got to take care of the family. Another one. See, I made so many batches of buttons because I was trying all the different ways. And yeah, definitely like doing glossy. If you're going to do glossy, I definitely prefer doing the glossy before punching the holes.
What was that about? Oh, in Maple Valley. I know where Maple Valley is. Ha!
Oh, cool.
It's C-S-E-A.
Sierra.
A-H. Sierra.
Nice.
Awesome.
Okay. How far is Maple Valley?
From
what is it nearby? Is it closer to Seattle?
Renton.
Oh, okay. I know where Renton is.
Do you know where Issaquah is?
Yes. So
she's kind of east of east of Renton.
Okay.
Kind of southeast of Issaquah. It used to be in the old days, you had to kind of pass by Maple Valley. In fact, coming from out here, you still do. You go past Maple Valley to go up over the pass.
Cool.
So my sister used to live in Maple Valley hundreds of years ago. And it used to be country. I don't think it is anymore.
Wow.
So if you're east, you go through Auburn, Kent, Maple Valley, or if you kind of go up the valley, you go through Auburn and Kent, and then Renton, and then you kind of hang a right and go east out to Maple Valley.
Okay. All right.
She says, nice to see you all. I love paper buttons. I actually have a paper button punch, and I love to make them with sheet papers and crochet around them. Nice.
Oh, what a great idea. Will you post pictures in the group of that? That would be so cool to see. Yeah, I'd love to see that. Margie does a lot of crocheting.
I saw this big fuzzy blanket the other day, and I thought, maybe
Crochet it?
Okay, yeah.
Do I want to start making that?
So I'm feeling a little punky. I sit in my chair.
Yeah.
So that would be something to do. My grandma used to crochet a lot.
I used to crochet a lot.
Okay, so somebody's talking about Gigi's the Flamingo Journal. We need to see the Flamingo Journal.
The Flamingo Journal.
She said, sure, I would love to. Is the group linked below?
Yes, in the description box, the Facebook group. And if you haven't joined yet, go to the Facebook group. If you answer all three, I think there's 3 questions in there. If you answer all 3 questions, then it'll let you right in. You don't have to wait to be admitted, Sierra. So that's your trick.
I just added you as a friend on my Facebook also.
Oh, cool. So you could probably go into the group and invite her then. If as soon as she accepts your friend, go in and invite her, and then she can go right in too without even answering the questions. If somebody invites you in and you accept that invite, you're right in immediately. There is no waiting.
Here's a couple more people. So, Nancy Solkowski and Karen Pyfrom.
Nice.
You have 11 new members.
Very cool.
To welcome into.
Well, I will do a welcome post to them as soon as we're done here. And so we can catch them, 10 at a time and make sure everybody gets acknowledged. Instead of waiting till there's 400. I typically do it once a week, but I'll watch them because all these special invites have gone out. I'll watch it and do it a little more frequently.
Sylvia said, I taught myself how to crochet. I only know how to do circles. Don't want to say doilies because I still can't find my heart doilies. Not good.
Sylvia, that's too funny. That is too funny. I remember when I learned to crochet as a teenager, first thing I learned to make was a granny square. Granny square.
Those are popular in my day.
Remember that? So first thing I made, the first thing I made was a granny square. No, a granny square purse. It was like the hippie purse out of granny squares. Yeah, that was the first project. It was funny. I still can totally remember it. It was red around the outside, holding all the granny squares together. Granny squares were multicolored. Oh. Learned to knit too. I'm just never been as big a fan as knitting.
Glennis said she approved 80 or so people. Yeehaw.
80?
Yeah, that's what she said. Yay, Glennis. Margie said her grandma taught her how to crochet, but she taught herself how to knit.
Wow.
One of the gals I went to school with has been posting some stuff she's been knitting, and she posted 2 pictures, and she said she put one of them on inside out.
Oh, shoot.
And then the second one was the right side, so she was
that's funny. Let's see here. I need to get Whoops, not that one. Groups, here we go.
Toby, hopefully you're just laying low today and relaxing.
Yeah.
Gigi, are you going to show us the Flamingo Journal?
Oh, Candy, those buttons are pretty. They look
They're
awesome.
gorgeous.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, maybe she said 18 members, not 80. I don't know.
No, look at what she wrote. She said 80.
Well, we aren't up by 80 people in Facebook. We're at 619, and I think we were at 599, 598 or 599. So that's 20. Let us get that a typo.
Tammy invited 50, she said.
Nice. We just got to wait for them to all see their invitation. And
Glenna said, Tom says he wished he could have seen my pink crocheted bikini for what she was eating.
That's awesome.
Sierra wants to know what all you are going to do with your buttons. Sierra, what's your craft of choice with paper? Are you a junk journaler, scrapbooker, just play with paper, collect paper? I do a good job of collecting paper.
And making. We all like to collect the pretty paper and then make. We like to do both the grungy and the clean. So the clean lines that you see on Debbie's desk right now, albums and folios like that, but also the junk journals that are total grunge. We're kind of we're a group of all. We like both ends of the spectrum.
Paper. You know, sometimes what's the best thing is taking that paper. Because I pack them in my those iris cases and pull them out and open it up and smell that. It's like brand new.
Oh, brand new paper.
It's like a brand new baby. Like a brand new baby smell. The smell of that paper.
Oh, man. Oh, I'm looking for something.
Peacock journal, not a flamingo.
Oh. That's funny.
Glennis says, my name is Glennis. I'm a craft hoarder.
Okay, let's see here.
Yes, dear. If you do, we do mass makes every Thursday, and yes, it does make junk journaling easier because you have a stash of goodies to put in your junk journals. Junk journaling is new to me, so that's why I joined this group, is to learn these things. I still struggle with junk journaling. That's why I do things like this, the straight line books. So she's made a couple beautiful junk journals. Don't let her fool you. But doesn't come natural because she's come easy for me.
More of the straight line. So Sierra, every Monday at noon Mountain Time. Anytime I tell you the time, it's Mountain Time, but you're in Seattle, so that's an hour earlier. I'm in Utah. So every Monday at noon to 2, we do Monday Jumpstart. And you might want to go back and watch a couple of the Monday Jumpstarts. It started in January, so there are a bunch of them out there. But the Jumpstart is so that people don't hate Mondays anymore. Mondays are really fun. We experiment, we explore new things. We do, it's not like a mass make or a standard tutorial kind of thing. It's different. And then Hi, Edna. Thursdays we do mass make. That is from 2 to 4 on Thursday afternoon. And so there are mass makes since January out. And so if you wanted to go back to watch them and catch up, having all those things mass made, like Debbie said, if you make a junk journal, you can then go through and pick one of each of your mass made things and, decorate the journal real easily. Then the second and fourth Saturday nights of the month, we do Saturday Night Live, and that is at 6 o'clock Mountain Time. And I'm finding a way to get these on a calendar, either in the private Facebook group or the public Facebook page, but a way to get them on the calendar so you can look at the calendar and see that they're always there. And we always make something really cool on Saturday night. And let's see, Monday, June 6th, Monday, June 6th, we are going to start a junk journal. Sierra, have you made a junk journal before? We are going to make a junk journal together, start to finish, starting Monday, June 6th. So if you would like to make a junk journal, start to finish with us, I would recommend that you watch Monday, just like 3 days ago, Monday's Monday Jumpstart, because that was a prep meeting, workshop, whatever you want to call it, where we went through everything you'll need and how to have it ready to go and all of that. So we will, June 6th, we'll start that, and it'll be probably 3 Monday jump starts. We'll be doing that. So I'm really excited about that. A lot of people that haven't had a chance to make a journal yet, this is going to be their first time putting one together, and that'll be really fun. And then in the group, we love you in the group. We love everybody to post what they're making, what they're doing, all kinds of art. It doesn't have to be a junk journal, all kinds of art. We're happy to see. We love to share that. And
she says she loves vintage and tatted and tabby chic too. She loves journals, but mostly make a lot of fabric and lace altering type stuff. Lots of bags, fabric.
Love that.
One of the places to go and a YouTube to join is Glennis's. It is Intricate Scraps.
Mm-hmm.
Sierra, watch her YouTube and join her YouTube. She makes lots of lazy, cool books, really cool books.
You know what? I'm going to grab this and show you guys. Some of you have never seen this. I want to show you something Glennis made. This is so gorgeous. I treasure these things that you guys have made. I have a folio that Candy made that I love.
Do you have the pink one that Candy made?
The pink one that Candy made?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. I have a folio that Candy made, the pink one that I love. And can't get Debbie to sell me one yet. I keep teasing you.
I don't sell mine, but if
I
I ever
know.
go, you're first in line, okay?
Thank you. I would really love to have one that you made. Okay, I want to show you this. This is a Doily Journal that Glennis made. It is so gorgeous.
Isn't that beautiful?
Here's the spine where it's all connected together. Look at this dangle over here. Look how fun, with gems and pearls and all kinds of stuff. There is so much on here that you could just sit here and look at this. I mean, okay, she literally takes a doily as the base and then just builds on it. There is everything on here. Flatbacks and other pieces of doily cut and fussy cut flowers out of trim. And look at this gorgeous jewel over here. This is so pretty. That's just the first. That's just the cover. I just don't even know how many hours that this takes her. It's so pretty. She glues every single one of these little tiny things on.
That is so gorgeous.
By hand. It really is. All these little pieces of different trims and laces and, ribbons and more lace. All that just, it is so loaded. And I happen to know what the original doilies look like, that are the base, and you can't even see them. They are absolutely, completely covered. So pretty. She made one that is so stunning. It is pure white. It's all white. This one has color in it. But the one that's all white, Andy, you have that one, don't you?
Mine's not the book. Mine's the hanger.
Oh, that's right. Yours was the hanger from the auction. Yeah. But she made one that is pure white and is just absolutely gorgeous. But this, look at that. Yeah. Amazing. So yeah, doily work and all the fabric stuff that you do, Sierra. Yes, we would love to see stuff that you've done and have you share with us. we learn from each other. We pick up new ideas and new techniques and learn from each other. So we are so glad that you're here. But yes, Glynis is Intricate Scraps on YouTube. You might want to follow her because she does flip throughs of her items. And I know that she's got flip throughs of the Doily journals on there that you can see. Okay, I need to cut more book page ones. I didn't realize that I don't have that many book page. But we'll just use these buttons to decorate. They're great for embellishing tags and pockets. It doesn't necessarily have to be like directly into the journal, but tags and pockets or on a journal. Maybe you've got a belly band. These would be really cool down a belly band.
Margie said most of all we make friendships here, which is true.
Yes. Happy Paper People is a family of the most amazing people you will ever find. And that's not a bias.
Bye, Dawn. Take care.
Bye, Dawn. We all belong to other groups. And I think we all come back and say the most amazing people. They are just the most amazing people here.
Thanks, Candy. She put Glynis's, Sierra, Candy
cool.
just put in Glynis's YouTube channel.
Very cool.
And please join her, subscribe to her.
Yes.
Hit the subscribe button to her YouTube channel.
Yes. And you probably already have, but if you haven't already, join the Facebook group. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and notifications to the YouTube here. So
Also, have had 102 new members approved 2 days. I'm not sure why your total isn't.
well, that
Maybe they have to be approved and then come back into the page for it to count. I don't know.
so 102. We should be at 700 then.
If you look at your membership and you go back and count the ones that are added today, it was 102.
Wow.
Well, that's just awesome sauce.
Yeah.
There's that word again. Sylvia said pocket.
Pockets. Sylvia, I'm going to make you love pockets one way or the other. There are so many different ways to do pockets.
Sierra said another thing to make with buttons is button cards. They're so much fun and so stinking cute. I love making needle books and putting lots of buttons.
Yes, needle
And
book.
then, what did Julie do the other day where she made that?
The mark maker with buttons.
Yeah. So she
I've
put the
got
buttons
that. I've got that ready to go for a Monday jump
for a
start.
gel plate. Is that for a gel plate?
It can be. It doesn't have to be. But yeah, I've got.
What else can you use it for? Because you know I don't gel plate.
I'm going to do a Monday jump start that is making your own mark making tools for stamping and or gel plate, because a lot of people that make cards are stampers and maybe they don't gel plate. And I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve that somebody had taught me a long time ago that they were card makers. And so cool backgrounds and things like that, but not necessarily, doesn't have to be gel plates, but could also be used on a gel plate for those of us that do.
Isn't that what Julie was using hers for? Was for
the gel plate. Yep. She did on the gel plate and made some tags. Yeah. And I saw that Birgit, her video, and I made that. Okay. So this is very, very quick, but there's a quick button card.
Cute.
So I probably find something to stamp on the top. Probably do a little bit of corner rounding. I just found six of the same buttons. They could be 6 of the same, would be super cute if they were like this one with the flowers on them. You know, not just the book page, but that's the only one I could find 6 of right away was the book page.
You know what? That would be a fun swap to do.
Button cards?
A button card, yeah.
And handmade button cards.
Yep.
So that you made the buttons and you made the cards. Yeah, that would be.
Mm-hmm.
That would be a fun one.
sometime in the future because I'm working on a challenge right now. Okay, so don't get excited about that.
You got a couple challenges going.
I'm designing that book,
I know, and I can't wait.
And I just got my book paper today, so.
Oh, cool. Cool. Let's see.
Edna
What
said
would
so
stamp
pretty.
across the top? Sierra, what would you stamp across the top here? It needs something. I mean, obviously it's a book card, but you could sew those right on. If I glue it into a book, though, then I don't worry about it being not sewn on because you can't see through it. But if it's going to be floating, then I would sew those on instead of glue them on. But I do want something across the top. Just not sure what I want that to say, or do I just take a marker and write in buttons 69 cents.
Yeah, I have 599 subscribers on YouTube now.
$5.99. So only a couple, but a lot of people that came into the group probably haven't even been to YouTube yet to subscribe. So I'll put when I do the welcome to them, I'll put a note about that and a link in the first comment so they can go in and subscribe. Let's see, here it is here.
Margie said put tons on there.
But tons. But tons.
The way she meant it. Sierra said buttons are handmade. Any pretty wording?
I just wrote buttons, 69 cents. Could, ink up the edge of this card. I inked my entire altered book for Patreon, and this poor thing. I went through and inked the entire book that night. It was already well worn when I started, but it is destroyed now. It is absolutely done. But
and it's after the hour. It's 5 minutes after the hour.
Okay. Yeah, I went through and inked every single thing. So when I put the paper on, it's ready to go.
Let us know at 4:30.
Okay, guys, the button tutorial is live if you have interest in watching that. Don't forget the sale over on the public page. It starts at 4:30, so you still have time to go over and like and follow that page. Make sure that your notifications are set on the page. They're called follow options.
4:30 your time, right?
4:30 my time, so that is
3:30 our time. Toby, Sylvia.
3:30 Pacific. Yes. It starts in 25 minutes exactly. 25 minutes exactly. So, and if you go on there a couple minutes early, read the post that is pinned at the top of the page so that you can see how it's going to be handled, how the billing and the shipping and all of that's going to be done. And if you have any questions, just shoot me a private message, okay? And I will make sure to keep my phone near me and be able to answer anything that might come up. Okay? Love you all. Thanks for coming. I am so excited about this.
Yes, Toby, 3:30 our time.
Folio that Debbie made. I'm excited to see who's going to get to win that. I wish I could. I'm going to go invite more people anyway, but I don't get to win it, but I wish I could. Let's see. So yes, 4:30, 3:30. Yep, exactly. Okay, guys. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out with us. Thanks for coming today. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you, Candy. Your buttons look awesome. They're really pretty.
Yours look really great. And that folio is awesome.
And we go ahead.
No, I said her folio. Debbie's folio is awesome as usual.
Thank you. Exactly. Her folio is amazing as usual. All right, guys. We'll see you over on the public page at 4:30 for the sale. Have a great day. We'll see you in the group. Don't forget to come back Saturday night for the Saturday Night Live. It's going to be a ton of fun. Keeping my fingers crossed.